An extraordinary set of events unfolded in the fall of 1991 when President Bush had an opportunity to name a possible Supreme Court justice, to send up a nominee for the U.S. Supreme Court. The person he nominated was a man by the name of Clarence Thomas, someone who had been a federal judge and who had previously served in the Reagan administration. He served in the Department of Education. He served in the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission as head of that commission, about which we'll have a little bit more to say in a moment. Thomas, who was African American, was being nominated to take the seat left open by the retirement of Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall. The name Thurgood Marshall, does that ring a bell? Yeah? Where have we seen him before? All together now. Right? Thurgood Marshall, of course, was the NAACP lawyer who argued the case that became Brown v. Board in front of the Supreme Court in the 1950s, a case that he won that helped to overturn the legal doctrine of separate but equal that had been in place in the nation since the 1890s. So really an iconic figure in terms of civil rights history. So this was a seat of some visibility and prestige. Marshall was retiring, and Bush named Clarence Thomas as his possible replacement. Now, this was also a high-stakes nomination because at the time, many felt that the Roe versus Wade decision was in jeopardy. And indeed, we've talked about Roe v. Wade and how it remained controversial after the Supreme Court decided it in 1973. And there were many who felt that the Supreme Court might be preparing to overturn Roe versus Wade, thereby changing the ability of women to access abortions. And so, for a number of reasons, this was a really high-stakes nomination.